RRQ.
Says RRQ.
Game number 1, it was Evos. Game number 2, it was RRQ. And now game number 3, the lineup rating calls for RRQ. But the kingdom is also calling for a win for RRQ to continue their playoff run. Evos at number 5 on the standings. They aren't that safe either. Anything can happen. Anything can sway in either way. But either or, ladies and gentlemen, let's see the finale to this classical derby of leg number 2 as we get into the land of dawn.
Right off the bat, it's gonna be a quantum charge for Skylar, but also for Dawn. So I think they're really trying to bank on this Paquito being a lot more independent, but the clear speed though, that's where you have to keep your attention at, because Annabelle, he loves these fast clearing heroes. Earlier, Frestic was able to deal with it, but now with a different set of heroes, and especially against the low Yi, the team fights are going to be so much more difficult for RRQ to win decisively, and they might get outmaneuvered as well. So this is something that they have to try and keep in mind as they're rotating, as they're looking for the usual plays they would want to have when the low Yi just isn't a factor in the game. Look at the emblems right here. At least for Dawn, it's going to be the Rupture and the Festival of Blood. He wants to be aggressive. Skylar with the tenacity though, not really messing around trying to get a bit more damage or, you know, more value from the items. He just wants to make sure that he can survive and then carry later on in the late game.
Brent's losing the trades?
He is. Carry trading potential is very, very good, especially with how you're able to just exit trades in a favorable manner. And technically, it's kind of equalized because both of the Moskov and the carry have a bit of a gap closer. Skylar's playing this very, very audaciously. Even with Annabelle in the picture, he just keeps going. So lane-wise, at least, RRQ is doing well so far. Post level 4, though, that's where the real problems will start rolling in for RRQ.
Oh yeah, I just completely realized Vin Matilda pick, that's a debut for him.
Yep, this season.
Exactly. A lot of people would say that Vin is used to his comfort heroes. That's why we saw the Franco maybe earlier on, but picking up a Matilda, let's see his performance, but oh.
Elephant that used up, Dawn hesitating there to engage, but will be able to chunk Fluffy as well, forcing the regeneration as both teams now circle around a neutral objective. Will it be Fairstick on this Barax? That's in his welcome, charged up Dreams, just waiting there as the Astral Echo gets popped down as well. Spear of Alpha, and even now with the Moskov Spear of Destruction, able to get Evos a 1,000 gold lead at the start of the game, and the Turtle as well.
1,000 gold lead now for the White Tigers. With that dominance in that particular team fight, that was a really well-timed spear as well from Brands from Down Under.
Down Under. Try and get some value, get an assist maybe, a bit more resources in his pocket. Seems like RRQ are on the back foot. They don't really win out in a proper all-out fight. Against an Alpha and a Logi, it's to be expected, but we haven't really seen RRQ do well on the back foot. So I think hopefully for a lot of people, they're gonna expect RRQ to do better. But in that lane, man, the carry definitely is a problem. In the team fights though, that's where Brands can really shine, with the fact that the Moscow's basic attacks can penetrate through and deal a lot more damage, especially with the Carmilla in the mix as well. So I'm really curious to see how the team fights will play out. Are they gonna really avoid every single one, kite back in and out, or are they just gonna try and just out-execute? Because RRQ is prone to doing crazy things like that.
I want to know the outcome of this lane, honestly. So far, Skylar has yet to be punished. Evo's unable to shut him down, not even once. And I'm wondering what's happening here in the mid lane. These Dreams opening up the map, looking for a play. Perhaps Annabelle's already on standby. But they just go for the clear, waiting perhaps for the next neutral objective. Are they trying to punish Skylar now?
Ooh, it looks like it. Diversion play to the bottom lane. Dreams getting Sundown and the Spear of Alpha as well committed. Despite having no minions, Skylar just purifies out of it. Wow. The Evos have utilized a lot of resources there.
They're trying to get some momentum before the neutral objective does spawn. It seems like Skylar already overstepped right there, but Evos were just slightly bit hesitant. They're waiting for him to step up further, knowing that he's an aggressive player. But now, again, this four-man combination in its own right is a great team fighting lineup. So RRQ, are they going to try and go for it again? Do they want to try and maybe harass a bit using the Novaria? That is one of the main advantages they have here.
But remember, Fursic is a level below of Annabelle.
Let's see though, Deathless Welcome going to be used up there. No, not yet, actually. And it's actually going to be Ben who steals it. Don in the back line, going to be able to find him the knocker strike. The streams falls. Fluffy in the midst of it all. Now catching Vin. Purify used up into Mathilda, but now gets followed through by Brands. Diversion play. Where is it going to go? And it will just be used to bring the Moskov down under, as Eterna would say.
Yes, back to the bottom to defend this turret. They don't want Skylar to go in for a trade. But either way, the fact that Vinu was able to get the neutral objective, that was a big play for RRQ.
Definitely a big plus right there. I think they're just trying to pressure as much as possible, go for a bit of a steal. But if they're able to get it, that's great news for them as Vin once again just gets that vision. And Skylar winning out in the lane so far, but Brent does have a kill in his pocket, so I think farm-wise, Skylar is ahead, but they have to try and leverage that lead a bit more.
The Curse of Blood as well, so far, hasn't really been like the craziest ability to have in the game, right? Because last time we saw Dreams on this Carmilla, it was GG every team fight.
And yet this game isn't looking the same way. There is a diversion though.
Don?
Oh, does he know?
The flicker, the Spirit of Alpha catches him. Able to flicker around, but now they're all in with I'm Offended and the flicker from Fluffy to catch Don up top.
Quick feet, but it looks like 3 members from the side of RQ have rotated towards this top side. Vin gets caught, but Clay's there to back him up.
He's good for now, circling Eagle. Just the scout, Fairsick gets the guiding win.
It looks like Annabelle should be able to get that turret in the top side unless Clay, and of course Fairsick has something to say about it.
Oh,
I think he gets it.
just weren't fast enough, RRQ, rotating to that side. So the turrets are traded, technically. Now with the turtle spawning though, Evos have a lot more space to work with, and they like that bridge, but they get exposed. I think that they get spotted.
The red tree as well. Now a possible all-in, but Evos have disengaged very, very well.
Evos have used 3 ultimates right there though, so that is still a bit of a win for RRQ. Can they go in and win the fight right here? Especially knowing that Grants can join out of nowhere.
No miss on the red tree this time round. Evos secure the second turtle for themselves, third turtle of the game.
And it looks like Fursick is still a level below of Annabelle up until this point. Annabelle has a little bit of an edge. Now Evos gonna use the diversion play once again.
Where's he gonna
Oh
go?
no.
To the bottom lane, Skylar has to purify.
So walks forward.
Save. Dreams right there. Able to find Clay, but it is still an Astro recalled version of Clay who's in the walls. Done with a flank down the bronze. One more done! Finds it. Not caught in the midst of it all. The guiding win not able to save him just yet as Fairsick will try his best to go. No! He uses the Detonus Welcome to escape. The Curse of Blood was on them, and RRQ decide to go back. Diversion play. It's a flank now. Clockwood and Fluffy on the Skylar. No, Purify ready. Now he uses the Purify Skylar. All isolated, and Evos Glory find a massive flank to punish the Kings of Kings.
They turn it around again and again and again, and now Evos hold the map pressure. They're going to utilize this to get a hold into the mid-side turret. Will they be able to do it?
The RRQ can clear out the waves. See the itemization already. A lot of emphasis on utility. Flash of the Oasis done for Vin. Clay with the Necklace of Durance first item. And so is the same for Clockun with an addition of the Enchanted Talisman. That's what's so pesky about the diversion, man. I think RRQ saw that they were going for a diversion play. They just didn't know where exactly. And that definitely caught them completely off guard. With that momentum, they will be able to take one turret. Still a close game though. Only one death for Skylar. And if you look at the items earlier, both are still on curve to hit their big item power spikes. Bo is still sitting on the closing side and a golden staff only though. Probably waiting for that Demon Hunter sword.
Dreams deciding to go. There's a diversion as well in the back. Don reads it well. Reads it very well.
No commitments just yet from Clockun and Brands. Still going to go for the push as they're trying to set up for the Lord dance.
Burst it. Trying to reset it, but Fluffy's actually taking it. Annabelle now, taking the aggro. Denying the reset over from RRQ, but end up resetting it in the end. 2-level lead for Annabelle.
Diversion.
Bursic is a small dino. The big guy stacks. Not full for him, but luckily, no capitalization of that flank.
None for now. And Don did a great job pushing though, but now here we go. Day doesn't work on.
Forced out, a desperate maneuver. Persic, 3 melted down, even Brands popping in the spirit of destruction. Clay, where did he go? Fluffy finds a beautiful Eye of Offender to take him out now, Don. The Curse of Blood, purified by Vin. RRQ on the back foot, and the Spear of Alpha is enough to decimate the Lord.
Skylar does not dare to enter this territory. He doesn't want to lose his life for it. He doesn't want to commit onto it. He decides to retreat, but Vin doesn't.
Burst damage there with a diversion and rotation. Dawn only just disengaging with a knockout strike, and Brands is already starting to hurt. A Spear of Misery. What a tool to disengage too.
Even in that fight earlier, Dawn was denied his approach. Seems like RRQ wants him to be an assassin, going for the backline flank again and again. He's going for the Hunter Strike into a Dominant's eyes, trying to find ways to deal with the 1v1 potential of Brands. But I think the Deloye is the main problem here for RRQ. And even in a full-out fight, the fact that Brands can output the damage a lot more safely compared to Skylar, that's a big factor right now that's just costing RRQ so much more. The big advantage they have though is the fact that their gold laner is on the Purify, so if RRQ can find a situation where they can get full value, that diversion though!
It keeps you thinking. You don't actually utilize it to execute, but now Versik gets caught in I'm offending the Spear of Misery as well. Annabelle, Spear of Alpha not connecting in RRQ. Have the resource advantage, but they will not be able to fully commit onto this. They defend though, and no base turrets so far for Evos.
Not just yet, but the White Tigers still hold a 6,000 gold lead in the 12th minute of the game, and now we get to see how far the items have come along.
The core items completed for both Skylar and Brands, but Wind of Nature is now a big advantage for Brands, although Skylar in a 1v1 can deal with that as well. A big factor as well, of course, is Clay with the Lightning Truncheon. He won't have the Enchanted Talisman though, so his spells are not as spammable, but if he does land onto the Lo Yi or the Moskov, that can mean that Evo's fighting potential immediately gets capped. But with the Wind of Nature, Brands can still heal up from the jungle. And look at RRQ's positioning. They're just concerned at every single moment that Evos are setting up for another big play.
Okay. We're getting to a point where both teams might be actually banking on the late game. Who has the better late game? That's the big question now.
I think in a full-on fight, Evos definitely have the better late game. RRQ, they have more mobility and they have more utility, as in looking for vision, as in poke damage. So I think they're the ones that have to play like they're on the back foot, just because if they get forced into a head-on collision, most likely they will lose out in damage output with the spammable nature of the Novaria, with the AoE nature of the Moskov, and of course the Carmilla as well.
So there's still a layer for both of these teams to work with. Just different resources, different tools, variation is the word.
I mean, even right now, Dawn, it seems like he's supposed to be tasked with going for these split pushes, but knowing that the Lo Yi is in the area, look at how he's positioning. He's never passed the halfway mark for the map, but Versik there, walking in dangerous territory, but he's trying to keep his stacks up. And hopefully for RRQ, Clay can land some of these astral spheres, because that's what they need to really get an edge.
That was a shocker there. Fluffy tried to burn out the Purify from Skylar, but he holds it well. Having the vision, Spear of Alpha though onto Versik now, but the Guiding Wind grants him safety. Spear of Destruction used out already. That's a 4-man Astral Echo. Vin has the Circling Eagle, will decide to go in on it. Now Dawn as well, that's the Retribution secured by Annabelle. Vin trying to bring the Dino back, but he gets deleted. A diversion play to the front again, trying to look for a play. Vin Guiding Wind out, Dawn might be caught, has the flicker to get out just barely, and Evo's glory will mount up another siege on the Kingdom's base.
capitalized over that particular engage. The fact that they were able to completely zone RRQ out gave them that assurance of the Lord. The only person that fell was Fursic. The rest of the members were able to come back. Fursic, though, going to be up in a few seconds. And they do have the high ground. RRQ still have the Novaria. They still have the clear coming in from Skylar as well. There's clear from Vin too. As it looks like Evos are looking to the... Oh, wait a minute!
Clay gets caught, everybody, with the 4-man spin. Oh! It's a one-ball combo done! Finds a 4-man knockout strike, able to survive for now, but now gets taken out. Skylar, in the midst of it all, still able to dish out some damage, and Evos glory. They've lost Claw Kun for Don and Clay. RRQ managing the wave so well. Fursic and Vin up top, and in the bottom lane, it's Skylar soloing this enhanced Lord. Wow, what a sequence of events.
They did it, they defended. The only thing that fell was the inhibitor turret in the bottom side, but that Lord is spawning on the bottom side too.
There's still an advantage that RRQ can try and take advantage of, but Evos will be very careful going for fights next time around. Here's a replay presented by our official tournament smartphone, the Samsung Galaxy S24 series. Starts with Clay being targeted, but just like that, the follow-up coming in. The AoE coming in from the Barat and the Paquito. It's a lot of damage, but unfortunately, everyone got so low, and Skylar was just so short range that they can't really capitalize. But look at that damage. That's that late game Novaria. That's gonna be a problem for Evos to try and handle the longer the game goes on, and he's getting more and more accurate as this game prolongs.
It's a big problem now. It seems like Evos are unable to end the diversion play though.
Oh boy, a risky one. But now Clay gonna be caught, still able to put the Skylar with an nature already used up, but look at the Spear of Alpha in the back with a Curse Blood too! Skylar and Fursic are down!
2 members taken out. Only 3 members of the kingdom are left standing. Vin, Dawn, Clay. Can they defend? There's no minions in the bottom side, but there is one marching in this middle side. They're gonna defend with their dying breath.
Oh, 14 with an nature, but now gets caught in the Spear of Alpha, still able to flicker out with the guiding wind. But Fluffy jumps it forward, not able to find much. Mini waves in the mid lane, still ready. Brad is gonna go for the target now, but now we'll have to put some step back again.
Skylar for a second.
Gonna clear out the way, but the base won't be taken out. The kingdom's ruins shall be the foundation to Evos' glory.
One team, one voice, one family, Evos glory. Taking the 31st Classical Derby from RRQ. Their dreams continue for their playoff run, and RRQs start to shake.
A great moment for Evos finally getting the better of RRQ in a bitter, hard-earned victory. It's a moment for the Evo supporters.